On May 1st, 2023, just a couple of months ago, this has been all over the news, a small plane carrying 4 indigenous children and their mom crashed in the Amazon jungle in Colombia, South America. You heard about this? The Colombian armed forces followed a trail of small objects such as hair, scrunchies, plastic wrappings, and baby bottles in their search for this missing group. And after 40 days of these kids lost in the jungle, 40 days lost in the Amazon jungle, a miraculous rescue was made possible by a combination of modern technology and indigenous know-how, according to those involved in the search operation. They were repeatedly asked 1 week in, 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, why are you still looking? After all this time, surely they must be dead. The children's father insisted that the kids were still alive. And Guzman, the man in charge of the search, said, we could not disappoint them. Our hope is what kept us going. We could not give up on them. And then once the aircraft wreckage was found and there was no sign of the children, there was an objective. There's a plane, it's wrecked, but there's no children. They must still be out there. The leader of the search party says, we were not going to leave that place until we found them. And in the end, it was actually a Belgian shepherd dog. You gotta love those dogs, right? You remember children's story last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was? Remember that? With the big dog? It was a Belgian shepherd dog, rescue dog named Wilson. Was part of the Colombian army who first came across the children. And after 40 days in the treacherous Amazon jungle, the children, catch this, ages 13, 8, 4, and 11 months were rescued. Wow. Can you imagine this fellowship of brothers and sisters? The oldest was a girl, and she was familiar with the jungle because her dad had taught her all about what the jungle has and what you should stay away from, and she guided her siblings all along. Isn't that amazing? Now, Richland certainly is not the jungle of the Amazon. Yet it is a jungle out there. Every day, we meet people who are lost. Every day, we meet people who are trying to survive the wreckage of this broken world, wondering what sort of tale they have fallen into. Every precious one of them is a child that Jesus died to save. Do you believe that? Yes. There is no one that you lock eyes with that is not a precious child that he died to save. And so, when God says, whom shall I send? What will you say? 3 people will say, here I am, send me. If Jesus says, whom shall I send? What will you say? See, we are so complacent and tired that we're like, yeah, we know where you're going with this. Just get on with it. If Jesus says, whom shall I send? What shall we say? I'm going to take that as the loudest you can go with this today. And that's okay. That's all God needs. Just open the door a little bit when he knocks, and he'll come in. That's what he says.